Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to my channel. Continuing with the previous year question series of CBSE Class 12 Board Examination, today I am with a new problem, a very different problem, which has been asked in the CBSE Board Examination 2023. The problem is a function f from closed interval from -4 to 4 to closed interval from 0 to 4. It is the domain and it is the codomain of the function is given by fx is equal to root 16 minus x square, so that f is an onto function but not 1 1. Further, find all possible values for which fa is equal to root 7. So this is the problem. How to tackle this? Let us see. We have to prove that it is not 1 1. So first we will check about 1 1, about the exactness, whether this function is 1 1 or not. So for 1 1, what is the situation? The situation is let fx1 is equal to fx2. Okay, means we have considered that there are two elements x1 and x2 of which the images are the same. And if we are going to prove that if we are able to prove that if their respective pre-images are also the same, then we can say that the function is 1 1. Otherwise the function will not be 1 1. So what will happen here? The definition of the function is this. So we can write it: root 16 minus x1 square is equal to root 16 minus x2 square. You can write it after squaring both the sides. You can write 16 minus x1 square is equal to 16 minus x2 square. You can write it x1 square minus x2 square is equal to 0. Then you can apply the formula of a square minus b square, which is a minus b, a plus b. And in this way, x1 minus x2 and x1 plus x2 is equal to 0. So either this or this term will be 0. In this way, you can say that x1 is equal to x2 or x1 is equal to minus x2. So here two conditions are there, that x1 is equal to x2 and x1 is equal to minus x2. We are not able to prove that x1 is equal to x2 is the only condition. So here are two conditions, that x1 is either x1 is equal to x2 or x1 is equal to minus x2. Means if we take any negative elements here, so as in the definition of the function there is a square term, so the images of the element, for example, if we will take x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 1, what will happen? Let us see here. f1 is equal to root 16 minus 1 square. It is also root 15. And what is f minus 1? F minus 1 is also root 16 minus 1 square. Root 16 minus 1, that is also root 15. Means the images of more than one element, the images of more than one element of the domain are the same in the codomain. For example, here is 1, here is minus 1, and the images in the codomain root 15, and here is also root 15. So the function is not 1 1. The function is not 1 1. It is justified, not 1 1. Okay. Now for onto, what will the situation? For onto, we will take that let fx is equal to root 16 minus x square. We will consider it y, and we will find the value of x with the value of pre-image in terms of y. So what we will do? We will square both the sides. So 16 minus x square is equal to y square. You can write it x square is equal to 16 minus y square. That means x is equal to root 16 minus y square. X is equal to root 16 minus y square. You can also take plus minus sign. So if you take the value of y, what is y? Y belongs to this codomain. If you will take the value of y 0, what will happen? You will get x is equal to plus minus 4. If we take y is equal to 0, then we will take x is equal to plus minus root 16, and it is plus minus 4. So minus 4 is the least value, and plus 4 is the minus 4 is the minimum, and plus 4 is the maximum value. And if you take any other number in this interval other than 0, for example, if you take 4, so what will happen? 16 minus 4 square, that is also 16. So 16 minus 16 will be 0. So you will get all the values from -4 to 4. If you take y, if y belongs to this codomain, then x you will always take the value from -4 to 4 close interval. From -4 to 4 close interval means the pre-image of all the elements of the codomain resides in the domain. That's why we can say that range is equal to codomain. We can say here that range is equal to codomain. Range is equal to codomain, so the function is on. So the function for every y in this codomain, we always have its pre-image in this interval in the domain. So we can say that range is equal to codomain. So the function is on2. Further, what we have to find? Find all possible values for which fa is equal to √7. So it is very important. It is very obvious thing. You have to find it. Let us see here. Let us see here. Fa is equal to fa. What is fa? Fa is equal to √7. So we will put x is equal to a here. So what is a? Fa is equal to √16 minus a square is equal to what has been given. Fa is equal to √7. So you will put √7 here. So in this way, after squaring both the sides, 16 minus a square is equal to what is the square of √7? It is 7. In this way, you can write a square is equal to 16 minus 7, and 16 minus 7 is 9. In this way, a square is equal to 9 and a is equal to plus minus 3. So the possible values of a, for the possible values of a here for a, what is the possible values of a? Because here a is the parameter to be determined. So the possible values of a is either plus 3 or minus 3. So this is all about this problem asked in the CBSE board examination. So this is for today. Thank you very much.